Hey, welcome back to today's episode. I'm your host, Tom Jordan, and joining me today, as always, San Diego real estate experts Shawna Ford and Ted Zimbelman from the Ford Home Team. And today we're going to dive into a topic that really, I think, touches the wallets of millions of Californians. And we're talking about San Diego specific. We're talking about homeowners association fees. Shawna and Ted, welcome back. Good to see you.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
Tom.
having Tom.
So if you look the entire state of California, there's like 14 and a half, I think, million Californians that live with these HOA fees. So it's a significant portion of San Diego's housing market also. So given the role of HOAs, they cover the amenities, the insurance within a community. Shauna, can you touch on why home buyers how they should view these HOA fees when considering their housing options?
Well, home buyers should see HOA fees as a part of their housing payment, and their lenders do take that into consideration when qualifying them for their loans, because in condos you can find them upwards of anywhere from 350 to 650 depending on the amenities and what those fees need to cover. So, and some luxury condos we're seeing as high as 1,000. And then in single family homes, you can see them upwards of 250 to 450, again, depending on the amenities and what the HOAs need to care for.
Okay, so that's
So,
very interesting. So there's also the increase in the insurance
mm.
premiums we're seeing too, and in extreme weather and how that's impacting the insurance premiums. Ted, how are the HOA fees being affected by that? What does this mean for homeowners?
As insurance premiums go up due to extreme weather threats, we're seeing HOA fees increase as well. Some insurance companies are even pulling out of California, forcing associations to seek more expensive policies. And homeowners need to be prepared for these potential hikes in HOA fees, which also ultimately will fall on them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the burden of paying for these does fall on the homeowner. And Shauna, can you talk about the limitations on how much and how often HOA boards can realistically increase their fees, increase their dues?
Well, they can increase up to 20% per year without getting board approval. Anything that goes over that, the board has to meet. They have to decide, if they're going to raise the dues, if they need to add special assessments, figure out divided amongst the homeowners in the community to determine, what those changes are going to be. So for potential homeowners, when they are understanding that insurances are going up, the HOA fees might have to go up. So to attend those meetings and find out what's on the docket and be a part of that conversation.
Yeah, that comes down to just being involved. If you don't want higher fees, you got to go in and attend the meetings. Sometimes you can identify a proxy to vote for you, but you don't always know how that proxy is going to opine or vote on any given issue, especially when it comes down to fees. So
Yeah.
you got to stay informed, Ted. So what should, like, say, condo buyers where they have historically higher fees, what should they be specifically looking out for regarding HOA fees and then the building's, I guess, overall financial health?
Buyers should scrutinize the building's age, condition, location, and especially its reserve funds. If you're buying an older building with a scant reserve fund, you might be on the hook for significant increases in your monthly HOA fees, especially if the building has a history of flooding or frequent repairs. So it's all about doing your due diligence as a buyer.
Yeah.
And
So
to
Sean,
add on that,
yeah, go ahead.
to add on that, when you are in escrow, you do get quite a large packet of the HOAs where somebody can analyze the budget, what's been sent, future documentation, the notes of the HOA to really be able to assess.
So Shauna, lastly, what happens when dues change? How are homeowners informed about these adjustments that they got to know about?
So the HOA will send out emails, they'll put notices on the doors, they'll also do mail just to make sure that everybody's aware of either an upcoming meeting about things that need to be discussed and possibly could increase the HOA dues, or if there's been a decision or an increase within their limits of the 20%, again, it'll be email, mailed notice, most likely a notice on the door, just to make sure that they've hit all levels of communication with the homeowners.
Yeah, well, it's something you got to pay attention to because things can change. As you mentioned, the 20% increase, that adjustment can happen. That's legal in California, and San Diegans need to make sure they are constantly aware of it and involved in the HOA
Absolutely.
process. Very much appreciate both of you guys, Shawna and Ted. Thanks for shedding light on this pretty complex world of HOA fees in San Diego's real estate market.
You're welcome. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
All right. And of course, if you'd like to get a hold of Shawna, Ted, you can just go ahead and call the phone number at the bottom of your screen or go to fordhometeam.com. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.